welcome. And we have the car of the day. Let's take a look. Okay guys, now we're gonna be doing the rear armrest. And we're gonna use the old patterns as a guidance. So we want to be sure that we follow the same trimming process. So all that trimming section has to be identical. So I have 1/4, 3/8, and 5/32 staples. I'm gonna start with 1/4 to hold the double stitch in place. That's alignment. The original didn't have any staples there. Hopefully they're not visually in the way. Now the reason why we follow that, guys, is so we know how far we can go in our cuts. I ran out of 1/4. Okay, let's do it again. Now here in the back, we only have, we want to keep the line. We don't want the line to be distorted. And apparently we have all the seam allowance in the outer section, so it doesn't interfere when we put the other part, just like that. That's why we use it as a guide, guys, because we don't want our molding to not to get in place. And as you can see right here, what I notice is I need to move this slightly in. It's not enough material. So I want to make pressure so I can make this go in like that. This one apparently is fine. We'll see. Another thing that is important, guys, this one is very thin, this one is thicker, so that might cause a little bit of a issue there, but there it is, our cover. Now let's see if we can load, or we cannot load the cover tray. We need to do the other section first, so let's get to it. One thing that I do sometimes, guys, I cut the seam allowances. So you want the seam allowances, guys, to be smaller, about a quarter. Especially in the corners. And in the ends. There it is. So now let's continue here. Actually, I'm gonna cut these seam allowances too. I don't like the way they look like. There. Let's see what else. That's it. Now we'll have to get it through this section right here because that's the first thing to do. There. Now we want to stretch it to make it fold in place right here in the back. Now guys, there is not a lot of adjustment here, but the one that the factory did. If we took a look at the original cover, all they did was to get it across, get it into the little tabs, but I should be doing the sides first. I have access, so let's do this. This one, guys, actually, let's start here with this section, because it's not really a lot of trimming. All these things, all it does is it falls into the place right here. Unfortunately, these guys, when they manufactured this, they didn't do the cuts. That's what I always want you to use the original as a guide, because there is things you need to be addressed, and these guys didn't do it. There is a few cuts like that for these tabs. We have to be careful about these cuts. That's one of the reasons that I want you to see these guys, because don't think that all the time the kit comes perfect. But if you follow the original, you can find the things that you need to do an adjustment for. Okay, I have it now, but I need to do this folding. This material folds the whole thing, folds in there, not the top. It's kind of just to hold it in place. I have to do this other side too. It's just the phone. There. It's very rudimentary. Now we can start to lock this in place. It's just a tedious work, guys. It's not that difficult, it's just tedious. See, that's our trimming in one side. We have to do the other one. Now here, guys, this cut right here, let me see how they did it. So we have two positions. One is for the tab and the other one is for the little screw. So that's the tab. Now we're gonna make a little cut for the screw that goes here. It's just this one, guys. That's the tab, that's the screw, that's the folding, that's the trimming in one side. We wanna do the same in the other side, and they wanna take care of the front, and that will complete this section so we can do the assembly of the whole part. And that's what I wanted to do it this way, guys, so you can see that sometimes the adjustments are critical to an easy fitting. Otherwise you're gonna struggle. And you say, why am I struggling with this thing? It's not that easy as they told me. At least you lied to us. No, guys, just pay attention. I'll never lie to you guys. I don't have to. One last one here. Maybe it's not that relevant, but I need to cut them. I believe that's easy if you would have them out of the way, because the factory did for some reason. Now let's do the trimming. Okay, one. I forgot this one. What happened here? I make a mistake. The tab is here. Let's cut it out. There, now let's trim. Oops. And that one that we cut, I needed it for this section right here. Now I don't have it. We'll see how it goes. Now let's do this part right here. The cut for the screw. So far so good. Now let's do this section right here. This one actually is just Velcro on top. You have the Velcro. So just tuck it in. The key thing is gonna be cutting the corner. So you want to go measure the corner. If you can use the chalk, it will be better for many of you guys. I just go freehand. That's all it is. Let's reassemble the train in the same way that we take it out, guys. First the top and then the bottom. lock it in place. If it happens like it happens to me, guys, that the material went too much in, you try to get it a little out. So it's a very forgiving thing. Just slightly. I just did it in here, and there you have it. You know what, like this, yeah, like that. Have a little adjustment to do here in this corner. Some clients are very special and they don't want anything to be exposed. They want perfection. So we do that as much as we can. So this one we can do some adjustment here. This is what I'm doing. And there you have it, guys. Comes out, goes in. If you put it in the other side, it's not gonna lock. Because it's inverted, see? It's some kind of gravity lock. There you have it. Now let's do the assembly. That's more or less what it is. Let's continue. It's tedious, guys. It's not that difficult. It's just tedious. These things, when they come in luxury cars, that's the way they build them. Not my preference, but that's the way they are. Okay, let's do the covering. Wanna start with, I believe, was this, like this. And then we're gonna do the assembly for this piece right here. That's all it is, guys. Now let's load our hinge. This goes like this. That's what I asking you guys to make marks, things like that, so you don't forget which was the original position. Now you might think that it's 3 screws right here, it's only 2. The center is just a guiding point. Okay, this. Not that one, the other way, guys. Very important to make the mark. Make a mistake here. It goes like this. Yeah. Okay. I'm tripping. Okay, there. Now it goes on top like this. Okay. So we got our bottom section done. Now let's go do the top section. We need to put the switch. It goes there. It's not a switch, it's the latch mechanism. I'm gonna load it. Put it back in place. And now we can do the 3. Again, guys, this is just a guiding pin. We have 2 screws right here. Let's find them. There is one right there. again guys, the center is just a pin, it's no screw there, so just remember that. And if I did everything correctly guys, the cover is gonna go just in place. My only concern is the thickness of the foam. This foam is thicker than the original. And everything looks fine but this little corner right here. So let me see guys if I can readjust this little section, because right here I have this little corner which I don't like. Let me see if I can do some correction here about that. I think that's how it's gonna go. It's no adjustment, but I'm gonna fold it in a opposite direction so it folds into a more natural look, just like that. So let's put them back, and it has 4 tabs. Relaxing these 4 points right here, 1 2 3 4, and it has the little 4 screws right there. And we can put back our number 1 Phillips, which I don't know where it is. I got it. Okay, I'm gonna do these 2 guys, and the box I'm gonna do some adjustments because the finish that we have is not ideal. Go easy with this. Do not oversize them. And let's check the finish here. Let's see if we can make some corrections to make it look better. This, just like that. Now it looks nice. And right here there is no correction. That's the way it's gonna go. And there you have it guys. That is your armrest for the Lexus. And these things just go here over this, so when it goes into the car kind of looks like that. So let's load it guys. Okay guys, now we're gonna do the installation, and one thing that we have to do once we have our trimming done here is to find the holes. So we're gonna find the holes. We need to open these holes because that's where the piece is gonna go. And once we have those holes in place, remember you're gonna put your flap, which already have the pre-cut holes there, and then you're gonna load it. And all we have to do there guys is put the 2/10 back underneath, You can make bigger holes, don't worry about that. I just make them with so much precision that it makes it slightly more difficult to do the alignment. And just like that, guys, there you have it, your armrest in position. And that's the completion of your lean back, including the armrest that is tedious to make, but it's beautiful now. Watch, guys, I want you to see this. You fold it right, and you open it up, beautiful. Now it goes back. That was it, guys. Let me show you the nicer side. So really that way. This is not gonna need not even a steamer. It looks wonderful.